Meghan tears and shares emotional moment with Charlotte at Queen's funeral. Queen Elizabeth was Britain's longest reigning monarch. The Duchess of Sussex was seen wiping away tears on Monday the 19th of September at the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II, Meghan's husband Prince Harry's grandmother. At several moments throughout the emotional service Meghan was seen composing herself. And later she was pictured with Sophie, Countess of Wessex, with the two appearing to share a tissue. The mother of two had met the Queen several times, and they took part in several engagements together when Meghan was a working royal. Meghan and Harry named their youngest daughter Lilibet in tribute to the Queen, who met her namesake in June for the first and only time, when they were in London to celebrate Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee. On arrival at Westminster Abbey, Meghan was seen giving her niece Princess Charlotte a comforting smile as the 7-year-old looked around at her aunt. The princess arrived at the event with her older brother, Prince George, and her mother Princess of Wales and grandmother, Camilla, the Queen consort. Meghan arrived with Sophie and later sat next to her husband, who had walked in the procession with the Queen's coffin from Westminster Hall to the Abbey. During the service, Harry appeared visibly emotional while Meghan kept stoic in support of her husband. The Duchess opted for a sleek ebony coat dress and midnight black pillbox set adorned with an elegant netted veil, finishing off her look with a pair of delicate pearl earrings for the somber occasion, which celebrated the life of Britain's longest reigning monarch. Her outfit was inspired by past moments celebrating the late monarch's life, with the dress the same style as one worn in 2018 when she celebrated Her Majesty's 92nd birthday at the Royal Albert Hall, and her hat, by Stephen Jones for Dior, the same style she wore in June for the Queen's Jubilee celebrations. The Duchess had previously praised the Queen's warm and inviting presence in her life, adding that her late grandmother-in-law gave her some beautiful pearl earrings and a matching necklace for the pair's first joint engagement together. It is understood Meghan also wore these earrings for the monarch's lying in state procession. Meghan attended Queen Elizabeth's funeral at Westminster Abbey in London alongside her husband, Prince Harry, and members of the royal family. Meghan had an emotional moment at the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth. The Duchess of Sussex was photographed wiping away a tear following the service honouring the Queen at London's Westminster Abbey. She attended the funeral alongside husband Prince Harry and members of the royal family. The emotional moments unfolded outside Westminster Abbey before the late monarch's coffin was taken to Wellington Arch in Hyde Park. It was then transported to Windsor Street, George's Chapel, which will be her final resting place. As King Charles III, Prince William and Prince Harry joined the procession behind the Queen's coffin. Meghan stood outside Westminster Abbey alongside Queen Camilla and Kate Middleton. William and Kate's two eldest children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, were also with the group. At one point, as Meghan stood behind George, Charlotte and Camilla, Charlotte turned around and met the gaze of Meghan, who looked down and gave the young royal a sweet smile. Later, as the coffin was placed into the hearse following the procession to Wellington Arch, Meghan was photographed with tears in her eyes as she stood next to Harry. Meghan paid special tribute to Queen Elizabeth on Monday by wearing pearl and diamond drop earrings given to her by the late monarch. She remembered her grandmother-in-law in the same way during ceremonial funeral events last week. She wore the earrings as the Queen's coffin ceremoniously processed from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall. The Queen, who lent and gifted jewelry to her female relatives through the years, presented Meghan with the elegant earrings in honor of their first solo outing together in 2018. Meghan arrived at Westminster Abbey Monday morning in a car with Harry, who joined King Charles and other members of the royal family in a procession to Westminster Abbey. From Westminster Hall, where the Queen had been lying in state since Wednesday, Harry and Meghan had travelled to Europe from their California home earlier this month for a series of charity events. They were set to make an appearance at the World Child Awards in London when Queen Elizabeth died, and Harry headed to Scotland to be with the family. Meghan and Harry joined William and Kate at Windsor Castle to view tributes to the late Queen and greet well-wishers. Prince William, who invited his brother and sister-in-law to join him and Kate, thought the outing was an important show of unity at an incredibly difficult time for the family, a royal source told. Her hat was the talking point of her ensemble. It was the perfect finishing touch to her outfit and framed her face exquisitely. It was by Stephen Jones for Dior, and was actually the same style she wore back in June for the Queen's Jubilee celebrations, but in black as opposed to white. Perhaps the former Suits star chose this style for sentimental reasons, as the last time she wore it was to celebrate the Queen's reign. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.